In times of uncertainty, the Virgin Mary has given us a powerful message to protect ourselves and our families from impending dangers. A grave and devastating plague looms on the horizon, threatening not just the physical health of many, but also the spiritual well-being of humanity. The message calls for urgent preparation, not only to safeguard our bodies, but also to fortify our spirits in the faith, relying on the protection and guidance of the Virgin Mary. The forthcoming plague is described as more than a mere disease. It is a profound spiritual trial, one that will test the very core of our faith. This trial will bring suffering and turmoil, but the Virgin Mary, in her boundless mercy, has already given us the means to endure and protect ourselves. Her call is clear. We must prepare ourselves spiritually and physically, as the storm ahead will challenge us in ways we cannot fully anticipate. In the face of such a daunting warning, it's easy to be overwhelmed with fear and uncertainty. Yet, the message from the Virgin Mary is not one of hopelessness, but of hope. She urges us to find courage in prayer and faith, assuring us that we are not alone. The trials may be great, but the grace of God and the protection of His blessed Mother are greater still. We are invited to prepare now, by fortifying our faith, praying the Rosary, and taking refuge in the arms of the Holy Virgin. The Rosary, in particular, is highlighted as a key spiritual weapon in these times. Far more than a ritual, it is a powerful shield against the darkness that seeks to invade our lives. As we pray, the Rosary forms a protective barrier around our homes and hearts, keeping the forces of evil at bay. With each prayer, we invoke divine protection, placing ourselves and our loved ones under the loving care of the Virgin Mary. In times of great distress, it is the Rosary that provides us with a sense of peace and security, reminding us that God's light will always shine, even in the darkest moments. Furthermore, the intercession of Archangel Michael is emphasized as crucial in our spiritual defense. Archangel Michael, known as the Great Protector, stands ready to fight on our behalf, cutting through the darkness with his sword of light. He is a fierce defender, a warrior of heaven who will not allow the forces of evil to triumph over those who call on his name. His presence in our lives serves as a reminder that we are never abandoned in the spiritual battle. Divine protection is always available for those who seek it. This message is a call to action, a reminder that in these uncertain times we must be prepared, not only with physical precautions but with the strength of our faith. Through prayer, devotion, and the intercession of the Virgin Mary and Archangel Michael, we can navigate the trials ahead. We must not allow fear to paralyze us. Instead, we should embrace the grace that is offered to us, trusting that God's protection will see us through. Now more than ever, we must turn to prayer. Let the Rosary be your shield. Call upon Archangel Michael for protection. Seek refuge in the loving embrace of the Virgin Mary. As we face the unknown, we can be confident that with God's help, we will overcome any trial that comes our way. As we prepare spiritually and physically, let us keep our faith strong and our hearts open to the divine guidance that is always available to us. Together, with prayer and devotion, we can stand firm in the face of whatever challenges lie ahead. Thank you for joining us on this important journey. May your hearts be filled with peace and strength as you prepare for what is to come. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to stay updated on the latest messages and insights. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. We look forward to hearing from you. The spiritual chaos and divine remedy. A call to faith and action as the world faces an uncertain future. A powerful message has emerged, urging us to prepare not just physically but spiritually. A forthcoming plague, unlike any we have encountered before, is on the horizon. However, this message is not simply one of fear or forewarning. It emphasizes the importance of spiritual purification. The coming trials, though painful, are meant to cleanse us, to awaken us from our spiritual slumber, and to call us back into a deeper relationship with God. In these turbulent times, we are offered a profound opportunity to reevaluate our lives, reassess our priorities, and refocus on the enduring truths of our faith. This is not just a moment of physical preparation, but one of spiritual renewal. The message calls us to strengthen our connection with the divine through prayer, reflection, and acts of charity. Spiritual preparation is essential, as it is our inner fortitude and trust in God that will carry us through the coming storms. The purification we will undergo may test our endurance and patience, but for those who remain steadfast in their faith, it promises to bring about a profound transformation, a deeper, more resilient trust in God that will sustain us in the face of future tribulations. A period of spiritual cleansing. The trials that will accompany this plague are not to be seen as punishments, but as a divine invitation to purification. We are being called to shed distractions that keep us from the true purpose of life, loving and serving God. These hardships are meant to guide us back to Him, offering us a chance for spiritual awakening. For many, this period will be a test of faith, but for those who are committed to walking through the fire with God, it will lead to spiritual renewal and a faith that is stronger than ever before. Guidance from Mary and Archangel Michael in this time of trial, the Virgin. Mary and Archangel Michael are presented as our spiritual guides and protectors. The Virgin Mary, in her maternal care, reminds us that we are not alone in this journey. Her intercession is a comforting reminder that divine protection is available to us, but we must be willing to open our hearts and seek it. Archangel Michael, the great defender, is also at our side, providing divine strength and clarity during these troubled times. His protection is a powerful reminder that God's forces are working on our behalf, and by turning to Him, we align ourselves with His will and divine providence. Together, the Virgin Mary and Archangel Michael offer us a unique source of strength, providing both spiritual comfort and divine guidance. Their protection is not passive. It requires our active participation through prayer, repentance, and faith. As we face this trial, we are called to be vigilant, always seeking their intercession and trust in God's mercy. The blueberry, a divine gift for protection. One of the most intriguing aspects of this message is the revelation that blueberries, a humble yet powerful fruit, have been imbued by God with special properties to protect us during this time of plague. According to the message, this small fruit acts as a defense against the physical and spiritual consequences of the coming illness. The blueberry, in this context, becomes a tangible manifestation of God's care for His children. It is a gift from the divine, a natural remedy to help safeguard us against the affliction that is destined to spread across nations. Incorporating blueberries into our diet is not just about physical nourishment. It is a way of accepting the divine blessing that has been provided for our well-being. The message encourages us to consume this fruit with gratitude, understanding that it has been given to us as a sign of God's loving protection. However, it is crucial to recognize that this physical remedy is not the ultimate protection. The true safeguard against the coming trials is found in our faith and trust in God. The blueberry, while powerful, is merely a physical tool that complements the spiritual shield we gain through prayer and devotion. Faith and the blueberry, a dual shield against evil. By combining our faith in God with the protection offered by the blueberry, we form a unique shield against the coming plague. The blueberry serves as a physical reminder of God's grace and His care for us, but it is our faith, our prayer, our devotion, and our connection to the divine that will truly protect us. This message reminds us that God's mercy works through both natural means and spiritual channels, offering us a comprehensive defense against both physical and spiritual dangers. In times of crisis, it is easy to focus solely on survival, to turn inward and forget about others. However, the message also calls for unity and charity. In these dark times, we are reminded that we are not meant to face these trials alone. Acts of kindness and compassion are not just nice gestures, they are an essential part of our spiritual preparation. By helping others, we strengthen our spiritual community and open our hearts to God's love. We are called to extend a hand to those in need, to live the faith through action, and to be instruments of God's peace in the world. Communal prayer. Strength and unity. Another critical aspect of this spiritual preparation is the emphasis on communal prayer. There is great power in collective faith, and the message urges us to come together as communities to seek God's protection and guidance. When we unite in prayer, we tap into a divine energy that transcends the individual. Collective prayer strengthens our faith, builds our spiritual resilience, and serves as a powerful shield against the darkness that threatens to engulf the world. The message reminds us that God is not only present in our individual prayers, but in the prayers of the faithful gathered together. Through communal worship and supplication, we draw closer to each other and to God, aligning our hearts with His divine will. In these challenging times, unity and prayer are more crucial than ever. Conclusion. Trust in God's mercy. In summary, the message we have received calls us to prepare spiritually for the trials ahead, to trust in God's providence, and to rely on both spiritual and physical tools for protection. The coming plague is a trial, but it is also an opportunity for spiritual purification, a time to turn back to God, to strengthen our faith, and to reaffirm our commitment to living in His light. Through the guidance of the Virgin Mary and Archangel Michael, the spiritual protection offered by prayer, and the divine blessing of the blueberry, we are given the means to face what is coming with courage and confidence. Above all, we are reminded that the true source of protection is our relationship with God. He is our refuge, our shield, and our strength. Let us all embrace this call to faith, to prayer, and to action. May we remain steadfast in our trust in God and be ready to face the challenges that lie ahead with hearts full of hope and courage. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Please leave your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell for future updates. Stay blessed and protected in God's loving embrace. In times of trial, prayer becomes a powerful force that unites us with God, amplifying our connection and deepening our faith. The message calls us to pray not only for our own protection, but also for the healing of those who will be impacted by the looming plague. Through the act of prayer, we invite divine mercy and grace into the world, offering comfort and relief for those suffering from the devastation that is to come. A key part of this message emphasizes finding refuge in the Sacred Heart of Jesus. His heart, full of endless love and compassion, serves as a sanctuary for all who are weary, fearful, or burdened. When we consecrate ourselves to His Sacred Heart, we place our lives in His divine care, knowing that He will guide and protect us through even the darkest moments. While this message carries a serious warning, it also offers an incredible sense of hope. It assures us that God's protection is always within reach for those who seek it with sincerity and devotion. The Virgin Mary, our Heavenly Mother, promises to be by our side every step of the way. She will wrap us in her mantle of protection and lead us through the storm, offering both spiritual guidance and motherly care. Though the plague will bring pain and suffering, the message reminds us that this period of hardship is temporary. A brighter future awaits those who have remained faithful, and once the darkness has passed, God's light will shine even more brightly. Those who trust in His plan will emerge stronger, their spirits enriched by the trials they have overcome. It is a reminder that, though the road may be difficult, the end will bring a new dawn of peace and divine favor. We are also reminded not to fear. Fear has the power to weaken our faith, but in times like these, faith is our most powerful weapon. By holding fast to our beliefs and trusting fully in God's plan, we can rise above any challenge that comes our way. The message calls us to stay vigilant, to pray persistently, and to nurture our spiritual health through devotion and unity with others. In conclusion, this message serves as both a warning and a call to action. Though a plague is on the horizon, we are not powerless. Through unwavering faith, persistent prayer, and trust in divine protection, we can overcome the challenges that lie ahead. The Virgin Mary offers us her comforting embrace, and Archangel Michael stands ready to defend us from the forces of darkness. By preparing ourselves both physically, through nourishing choices like blueberries, and spiritually, through prayer, we create a dual layer of protection against the trials to come. It is also crucial to share this message with those we love, ensuring that as many as possible are prepared to face the future with courage, hope, and faith. Let us come together in unity, charity, and communal prayer, trusting that the Sacred Heart of Jesus will shelter us through the storm. With our faith as our shield and the Rosary as our sword, we will emerge victorious, guided by the love and protection of God and the Virgin Mary. Even in the darkest times, divine grace will always shine through, lighting our path towards salvation. Thank you for being part of this journey. Your engagement in this collective mission makes it all the more meaningful. Until next time, may you find strength and hope in the shared stories of our human experience.